up as he gets it up to the 34. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33.
Let's go.
Complete in the middle. And he's running in the open. The 10. Touchdown, Bruins. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Shakes off the defender. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through progression.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He lets one fly deep. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
No gain on 1st down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. From the shotgun, the inside give. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground. They've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when
Throws for the end zone. Bulldozes him. And he's got it. Touchdown, UCLA.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He's looking to throw. Working the middle, it's complete. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's caught inside the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that throw.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the end zone. And that ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Using his legs to buy some time. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes of those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
The give to the fullback. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. He uncorks one deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this second.
Line getting set on second down. Fast motion from the offense. They'll run it from the gun. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
A 3rd and long coming up here. He'll put the tight end in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He slings it deep to the left. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Offense gets set for second down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He lets it fly. Reels it in down the left side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Snags it on the right. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Bruin. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Indiana managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Bloomington had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Going over the top. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I know it was incomplete, and I'm okay with that. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Throws for the tight end. And it's picked off for the third time today. Touchdown, UCLA! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Strikes the blow. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Going to take a shot. Makes the grab on the left side. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Bears in the hurry-up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Got him downfield. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Bears! The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCLA will go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Oh, look out! Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bruins!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the...
The expressway is wide open. He's at the 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Baylor!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
35, Baylor, 21.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He'll start this drive firing. Got his man on the right. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Not sexy at all, right? Just hand the ball to the running back. Could I pull it? Yeah, but I want to get that first down. Nice job understanding the situation of the game, going and getting the first down, and getting a fresh set of downs.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Finds a man in the middle. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. To the air on first down. Feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback floating away from pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Bruins line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on 1st down. Lets it fly. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
This QB and his receiver really have found a nice rhythm early in this game. They've already linked up for a couple of scores, so no surprise here before the end of the first half. They're looking for more, but give the defense credit when it's due. Nice job forcing an incompletion.
And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Bruins will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He's going to fire deep. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Across the 25, he's got room. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA!
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Illinois has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 20 to Texas Tech. any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Touchdown, Bruins! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking to the big tight end. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Makes a move. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, UCLA. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, opponent.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Running back goes in motion. Looking to throw. Going to throw it over the top of the D. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and then just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell.
And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's going to run it. On the move at the 30. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to... to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Looking for a man. It's Banks. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
He'll take the deep shot. And he makes the catch inside the 20. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Timber! Gaucho! Terrier!
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Fires to the middle. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play, because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down.
Pilot! Spider! Gorilla!
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Touch pass on the run. Looking for room at the 40. He's off to the races. And after that huge gain, he will have a chance to catch his breath, and he's going to need it. What a way to wrap up the 3rd quarter.
UCLA 56, Baylor 20. 21.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
42 Spider. Time.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
And that is no good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
UCLA 56, Baylor 21.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Getting some heat. Got it in the middle. It's Clemens. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Brings up 2nd down.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. The short hands. It's Averill. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Looking to throw. It's Banks. Fires to the right. He's got it. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. The Bears are on the move. They move the tight end all over. They go to the ground. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Snagged in the middle. It's Clemens. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The corners are walked up tight. They'll try to get it through the air. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Bears! Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quarterback moving. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Bruins decide to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession.
We'll take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Banks. Coming after it. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. The snap sets up to throw. They're bringing heat. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way.
Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Fires the pass, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep
trying to beat the D deep. What a snag by the defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing the pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollock, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been a